All right, guys, here we go. Let's get started. So we have Decathlon and Octathlon here with us. This is going to be coordinate geometry. It should be pretty straightforward. If you're in Decathlon, the goal is state bound. If you're in Octathlon, we got first place last year. We should try to maintain first place again. Today's overview should be pretty straightforward, so we won't be taking up a lot of time. We'll be done pretty quickly, 20 minutes, maybe 30. And then I'll give you guys the code for the Decathlon, the Delta Math code, and just practice whenever you guys get a chance, guys. If you guys can get rid of this by the end of the week, that would be great. That way we can master our next topic. You guys know what I mean? All right, so let's get started. The first two questions are pretty easy, guys. It's literally just plotting a point. You know, this is an x coordinate, this is a y coordinate, so we're not insulting your intelligence. So 6, -4, so 6, -4 point. I don't think that's any issue. I think you guys are okay with that. 4, 1, so you go to 4, you go to positive 1, and there it is. That's 4, 1. All right, so here we go. Question 3. So now it tells us, it says, find the midpoint of A, -5, 5, and B, -2, 4, -2, -4, graphically. Plot the line segment AB, and then draw a rectangle with the segment as a diagonal, and then use the sides of the rectangle to help you plot the midpoint. State the coordinates of the midpoint. Oh, so they want us to do a lot. So plot first -5, 5. -5, 5 point. Then plot -2, -4. -2, -4 point. And then they say draw a rectangle with the segment as a diagonal. So this is my diagonal. So I'm going to connect those two dots. Let me see if I can do a straight edge here. Oh, it's too thick. Say it again. I want an arrowhead. I just want. There we go. That was number 3. Okay, here we go, guys. I think that looks okay. All right, guys, focus. Don't worry, we'll be done pretty quick. I think this looks okay, and I'm going to draw this rectangle right here because that's what they told me to do. Do you guys see that rectangle? All right, so now they want me to find the middle. So think about it. That is -5. That is -2. So the middle between -5 and -2, that's the distance of 3. So I'm just going to go 1.5 away from the -2. So -3.5 is the middle. So x equals -3.5. Does everyone know how I got that? I just got what's in between -5 and -2. Does that make sense, guys? Okay, the y value down here is -4. The y value up here is 5. So that gap is a gap of 9, right? Like if you were to start here and count all the way up. So I'm going to go 4.5 up from there. Now, if I'm at -4 and I go 4.5 up, that means this point right here in burnt orange has to be the middle. The y value, the middle, is 0.5. Does everyone see how I got 0.5? I just said I'm going to get the middle. I saw that this vertical displacement was 9. So I said, I just got to move 4.5 units up because 4.5 plus 4.5 is 9. Does that make sense, guys? Okay. So my coordinates, it might be easier if some of you guys, whoever's in Decathlon, if you guys can face this way. So my coordinates is -3.5, comma 0.5. That's my midpoint. And there it is. Does that make sense, guys? All right, let's go to the next one. We're doing the same thing. Plot the point, -1, -9. So -1, -9, plot the point. -1, -9, point. And then plot the point 7, 1. So I'm going to go to 7, 1, and I'm going to put a point. Now we're going to connect those two with a diagonal. So here we go. I'm going to connect them. All right, there it is. And now I'm going to create a rectangle. So here's my rectangle. So this one's going to be kind of thick. All right, there it is, guys. So let's think about it. This x coordinate is -1. This x coordinate is 7. So the gap, the distance is 8. So I just got to go 4 units from -1. So -1 plus 4. Does everyone see how I got that 3? Okay, I just want to make sure, guys, that you guys are aware. This distance here is 8. That's called the horizontal displacement. Cool or not cool? Okay, my vertical displacement. I'm at a -9 down here, and I'm at a 1 up here. So the vertical displacement is 10. We'll be done in 20 minutes in case you guys are wondering, like, Okay. Okay. So the vertical displacement is 10. So that means I'm just going to go 5 up from my lowest point. You could also go 5 down from the highest point. So if I go 5 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. So that's my midpoint right there. The y value is -4. How did I get -4? I went -9 plus 5. Chav, why 5? Because my vertical displacement was 10, guys, and half of 10 is 5. Is that making sense, guys? Or is that not making sense? Is it making sense? Yeah. Yes. You could always do this. You know how dividing by 2 gives you the middle? You could always just say -9 plus, what is this value? 1 divided by 2. -9 plus 1 is -8 divided by 2. Oh, look, -4. That's how you can get the y value for the middle. So I'm going to write y and then m for middle. X middle, you can always do this. Get the x value over here, that's -1. -1 plus get the rightmost x value, that's 7. And then divide by 2. See? -1 plus 7 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And there it is. You got the point anyways, 3, -4. So it doesn't matter how you do it, guys. If you use the correct logic, you're going to get the answer no matter what. Is that making sense? Okay. Let's go to the next one, question number 5. Don't worry, guys. We're almost done. We're almost done. It says, find the midpoint of segment with the following endpoints. Okay, so here's an endpoint. Here's an endpoint. I'm going to call this x1. I'm going to call this x2. Just add them and divide by 2, guys. So x middle equals 4 plus -6 divided by 2. 4 plus -6 is -2. And then we got to do all this without a calculator, guys. So -1 is the middle. The little subscript m stands for middle. So this is y1. This is y2. So -5 plus -1 divided by 2. So -6 divided by 2. So -3. So what's my midpoint? -1, -3. Are we okay with that? Nothing crazy, right? All right, here we go, guys. Look, all I'm doing is adding them and dividing by 2. So xm. So xm equals, this is x1, this is x2. So I'm going to go 10 plus 3 divided by 2. So 13 over 2. You can leave it like that, or you can call that 6.5 if you want, because 2 goes into 13 6 times, and you got 0.5 left. Ym. So I'm going to go 10 plus 1 divided by 2. 10 plus 1 is 12 divided by 2. That is a 6. So my midpoint is 13 over 2, comma 6. Or you can say 6.5, comma 6. What? Dang. I'm tired, guys. So that is 5.5. 11 over 2 or 5.5. I'm going to erase that on my video so it never looks like I made that mistake. Yeah, I'll keep it. Are we okay, guys? All right, here we go. Number 7. The midpoint of AB is, so they're telling you this is the middle. If the coordinates of A are 2, 6, what are the coordinates of B? So these are endpoints, guys. So here's what you're going to do. I'm going to write, this is my formula, xm equals x1 plus x2 divided by 2. So I'm going to plug in everything. xm is 4, so I'm going to write 4 equals 2 plus x2. I don't know what that is, over 2. Does that make sense to everyone so far? All you're doing is solving for x2, guys. So I'm going to go times 2. Whatever you do to one side, you got to do to the other. So there it is. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 equals 2 plus x2. And then all I got to do to get x2 by itself is move this 2 here. So what I got to do? Subtract. So x2 equals 6. So far I got my x coordinate. Now let me get my y coordinate. So here we go. Y's of m equals y1 plus y2 divided by 2. That's all I'm doing, guys. That's all I'm doing. So here it is. This is my endpoint. So I'm going to go 7 equals 6 plus y2 divided by 2. So here we go, guys. Times 2. Whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. 7 times 2 is 14. 14 equals 6 plus y2. I'm going to subtract 6, so minus 6 minus 6. So what is that? 8 equals y2. So you got to give a coordinate, guys. So here's my coordinate. Giant parenthesis, 6 comma 8. That's coordinate for B. There it is, guys. Don't worry, we'll do another one. Is this making sense? Okay, here we go. It's right there. No, you're fine. 1 equals, let me go back to red, because red is a cooler number, a cooler color. 1 equals, here's A, 7 plus x2 divided by 2. Well, I got to get rid of that 2 down there, so times 2 times 2. Whatever you do to one side, you got to do to the other. So 2 equals 7 plus x2. And I'm going to go minus 7 minus 7. So that's going to be a negative 5. So negative 5 equals x2. Do you see how we did it, guys? All right, now I'm going to get the y. So here it is. The negative 5 is the midpoint of the y value. So negative 5 equals negative 7 plus y2 over 2. I'm going to go times 2 because I got to get rid of the denominator. Whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. So there it is. And now I'm going to have negative 10 equals negative 7 plus y2. Are we still okay? So now I'm going to add 7 plus 7. You guys can come in. Plus 7. The difference between negative 10 and 7 is a negative 3. So negative 3 equals y2. There it is. So here's my final coordinate, guys. Negative 5 comma negative 3. Yeah, we'll be done in like 10 minutes. Yes, we have a table. That's what you're asking? Oh, we don't have a board, but we have a table. I mean, you don't have to bring one of these smart boards and just put a presentation on if we can. Or just make a whole bunch of flyers, you know? All right. Let's see what this says. The midpoint of AB is 6, 2. If the coordinates are A or 4, 8, what are the coordinates of B? Isn't that the same thing that they wanted before? Oh, we're doing 3 of them. That's why. All right, here we go, guys. So we're going to do the same thing. Here's my midpoint. So I'm going to write 6 equals 4 plus x2 divided by 2. So hopefully it's starting to get really simple for you guys. Times 2 times 2. Child, why are you doing that? Because I need to get rid of the denominator. So 12 equals 4 plus x2. Minus 4 minus 4. 8 equals x2. Does that make sense to everyone? All right. Here we go. For coordinate B, I'm going to write 2 equals 8 plus y2 divided by 2. Again, I'm going to go times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4, so 4 equals 8 plus y2. Subtract the 8, so 4 minus 8, so that's negative 4. Negative 4 equals y2. There it is. There's my other answer. So what is my midpoint? My midpoint is 8 comma negative 4. That's point B. All right, guys, last page. See, I told you we'd be done pretty quick. Last page. So it says graph a right triangle with the units negative 1, 4. So they're being nice. They put the dash line for me. And 4, negative 8 forming the hypotenuse. Using the sides, find the distance between the 2 points in simplest radical form. So they're telling me to do Pythagorean theorem. I'm going to go really slow. Check it out. Make a right triangle, guys. Do you guys see that right triangle? All right, here's what we're going to do. We're looking for this distance. We're going to find that distance with Pythagorean theorem. This gap, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gap is 5. So put a 5. That's my horizontal displacement. And this vertical displacement, this distance right here, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. That is 12. Put a 12 here. You don't have to do it that way, guys. You could have also said 4 minus a negative 8, and you would have gotten 12. You could have also said 4 minus a negative 1, and you would have gotten 5. Does that make sense to you guys? All right. All you're doing is Pythagorean theorem. You're trying to find that distance right there. So you're going to go, remember, we've got to do this without a calculator. 12 squared plus 5 squared equals x squared. Are we still okay? Do you know what 12 squared is? 144. Do you know what 5 squared is? 25. That equals x squared. So 144 plus 25. So they're going to give you numbers that are hopefully are okay to calculate. 144, 54, 64, 69. Perfect. 169 equals x squared. How do I get x by itself? We're going to be done right now, Granados. Give me like 5 more minutes and we're done. Or no? Yeah. Look, we only have 2 questions left. Yeah, so don't worry. We'll run out. So how do I get the square root of 169, guys? X equals, you got to know a few of the square roots, guys. You don't have to be perfect, but know the square root of 169. And there it is. So this is 13. You could also have done it with Pythagorean, with special triangles. All right, 2 left. So here we go, number 11. Oh, I guess right here I forgot to plug this in. Leg 1, 5. Leg 2, 12. Hypotenuse, 13. There it is. This one right here, graph a triangle. So here it is, negative 1, 9, and 4, negative 5. So I'm going to make a right triangle. There's my right angle. This gap right here between negative 9 and negative 5, that is a distance of 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. This gap right here between 4 and negative 1, that's a distance of 5. So here we go. Leg 1, 4, leg 2, 5. 4 squared plus 5 squared equals, and I'll write x squared. 4 squared is 16. 5 squared is, oh no, that's correct, 16. 5 squared is 25, and that equals x squared. And then 25 plus 16, 25, 35, 45, 41. X squared equals, did I do that right? 25, 35, 45, 41, yeah. X squared equals 41, square root, and check my work, because I make mistakes all the time. I don't think that breaks down, so that's just going to be the square root of 41. 25, 35, and 6. Yeah, 41. Yep, that's it. Does anything go into 41? No, right? Yeah. How are we feeling so far, guys? Are we feeling okay? Okay, last one, and then I would like for you guys to practice, but it's y'all's call. I really would like for you guys to practice. Draw your right triangle right here. So there it is. And here's my right angle, and then the gap. So this gap right here in the x-axis, that gap is, let's see, 4, 5, 6. So 6. So one of these legs is a 6. The other leg is a y, vertical displacement is a 2. So put a 2. I want this hypotenuse. So we're going to go 2 squared plus 6 squared equals x squared. 2 squared is 4. 6 squared is 36. And I have that equals x squared. So here it is. 36 plus 4 is a 40. Are we still okay? All right. Square root. All right, so here it is. X equals the 2 numbers. So I'll do this on the side over here, guys. Square root of 40. There's 2 numbers that give you 40. You want to try to put a perfect square root as possible. So I'm going to go 10 times 4. Do you remember what the square root of 4 is? 2. So this answer, square root of 40, is the same thing as saying 2 square root of 10. Because the square root of 4 is 2. And that 10 is still under the radical. So where it says hypotenuse, you're going to write 2 square root of 10. And there it is. How do we feel, guys? All right. So here's what they want you, especially for those in Decathlon. If you're in Octathlon, you're fine just coming in.